Enemies gon' hate me now. Enemies gon' hate me now. Hate me now. Enemies gon' hate me now. Hate me now. Enemies. Busters got some mana, but I handle that, so hate me now. Got the Louis Slugger, you better cover when I hit a foul. You better be so quick to get it hip when the pistol show. All my niggas get me creeping slow, and we on that blow. Told the two that I use, searching for an easy man. Demon in me wakes, now I shake and don't feel okay. Yeah, I'm terrified in my mind, so corrupted too. Feel so blizzo, hizzo, off that snizzo, but still keep it smooth. Evil prince, stay so blitz, busy down with Psycho Mike. Scheming, leaning all throughout the night, down in Metro Heights. Bitch, you getting sprayed from grenade when I pulled up here. Gets the P here with me, and we always going in. Waking, shaking in my bed. Hey, at least you pray y'all dead. Don't you rest so tears up, call your blizz up when I'm on my man. I face so much crime, stay inside. I have on my mind. Please don't shoot your blizzo, send you his on, get your miss online. Enemies so close to me, especially gon' hate me now. Motivated jealousy, but still I elevate somehow. Violent face all in my space, deep inside you hating me. Take it loaded, Glock 19 and kill that kind with courtesy. Enemies so close to me, especially gon' hate me now. Motivated jealousy, but still I elevate somehow. Violent face all in my space, deep inside you hating me. Take it loaded, Glock 19 and kill that kind with courtesy. Hate me now, hate me now. Enemies gon' hate me now. Hate me now. Enemies.
You hate me now, nigga, damn, I thought we was cool. You hate me now, I thought we was cool.
You mad at me now, but all I view is laughing. Then chop a bullet, split him up like he a fraction. He ran up on me, think it's chicken, now he past tense. Yes, I am evil Prince, but also Trace, so blast him. I catch him loafing, I'ma up the gun and let it bust. I got them niggas in the car ready to shoot shit up. You mention me, boy, I'm a killer, best not test your luck. Yo, bitch, a groupie, all up in my DMs tryna fuck. These niggas lying in they songs, you know they capping. I'm on the block, I put in work, you niggas slacking. My nigga get jammed up and then we go and post bail. But if your nigga run up, we gon' send his ass to hell. Ain't have a ruler, kept a Ruger when I was in school. I'm hitting ops with this stick like I'm playing pool. Handy manny in this bitch, we got all the tools. You hate me now, damn nigga, I thought we was cool.
We was cool.
The whole hood banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, 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 bitch, nigga, bang, 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 bang. I'm in the cool, smoking on weed like a snoop. Mad in the pocket with juice, I got the juice. Fucking my enemies, like it or not, ain't no blocking the truth. I'm at the roof, with my AK like I'm Malcolm, I'm ready to cock in the shoe. This information is simple for niggas who dumb and don't really know how to compute. I ain't got problems with niggas who blood in the crib, but homie, I do know this. Young niggas figure to life and they gonna be in it, but really they don't know shit. I'm on that dolo shit, solo dolo bitch. Mentally I'm so sick, I got everything needed, I'm ready. If not, it is something my hoe go get. When would niggas learn this song? All my life I stood alone. Don't be joining cliques because you scared to fight and hold your own. Not one still fuck with me, I don't give a fuck what rappers don't. Niggas know I don't slick this. If I came at you, you be gone, bitch. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets different into a fold. Why they been doing this shit to manipulate niggas for centuries? That's the fire. They know we came and it really exists and they set up another black messiah. That's that hustle over your head shit. Plot to kill you, cash shit. Think about the matrix you envision before you fail, bitch. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing. Bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, oh, bang, bang, bitch, nigga, bang, bang, oh, bang, bang, oh, bang, oh.
Peace, peace, peace. What's going on? What's happening? Long time no hear from. What's going on? Shit, I don't even know if I can be heard. Oh yeah, I see those things going up and down. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, man, an impromptu MD's thought box, man. Just wanted to check in with the fam. I've been off the scene for quite a bit. Not too long, but quite a bit, quite a bit. Just wanted to check in and let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on with me and what's gonna happen moving forward and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the usual, shout out to everybody that's gonna catch it later. Now, MD's Thought Box. This was entitled Thank You. And I mean that sincerely. Thank you. Thank you for listening to some of the knowledge that I can bring forth, and hopefully, the people that listen to it got something out of it. You know what I'm saying? My intention was never to become a figure in this particular sector of YouTube. That wasn't my intention at all. I'm happy that I could contribute and bring forth some insight on certain aspects of what we talk about. But that never was my intention. As of late, I've been more focused just on work. You know what I'm saying? Check this out, folks. I don't think people understand. Like, I'm not an OTR truck driver right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my whole career I've been OTR, meaning over the road, highways and byways of America. I'm a regional driver right now, right? I bust my ass going throughout the Southeast, hauling these loads, you know what I'm saying? And I make good money doing it. Enough to provide the wants and the needs for me and my three boys, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. I found myself, now this was months back, I found myself being dragged down in such a way where it was not necessarily taken away from work, but taking away aspects of my homework ratio, if that makes sense. The reason that I did it because I was inspired through the feedback that I was getting to do it. And that's why I say thank you. I say thank you to the people that through my contribution on Who's Ever channel that say, I never knew that, MD. I did research on that and you was right. Or I appreciate you going the extra mile and digging deep and providing the research for us on a particular aspect on whatever topic we're talking about. That make me feel good, as any person would, you know what I'm saying? So my feeding energy was to provide that type of content to people that was really looking for the answer. You know what I'm saying? To people that was really intrigued by my thought process, by the way I articulated certain things, by my overall total research. So anybody that ever said that said, look, man, I never knew this. I that I gave them insight on something. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to y'all because that made me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? To get that type of special recognition in this short amount of time, or, based on the research that I've compiled, I appreciate that to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I thank the people that I've been able to virtually meet on this platform and link up with in collaboration and do some amazing things. You know what I'm saying? People like Vancat, people like Trevor, people like Mike. I'm thankful for the fact that I was able to meet these people and reinvigorate my passion for wrestling. Something that was a foundation for me when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And something that I had lost for held almost 2 decades, and to be reinvigorated with that passion again, it's almost like a second win in regards to that particular aspect of my life. You know what I'm saying? And able to be able to share that like with my kids and them seeing that passion for what I used to have when I was their age, and watch shows and go to shows like that stuff I wasn't doing prior. So I'm thankful for that aspect. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for people like Vancat that is giving me a lane to flex my political muscle in a field that doesn't hold my same viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Tate Fist politics right now is the best thing smoking when it comes to people with opposite views of how shit works. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've committed myself to Tate Fist politics, because I know I'm valued based on the insight that I have, not to necessarily debate or challenge anybody that has an opposing viewpoint as me, but able to meet in the middle based on policy versus policy, uh, uh, a technical aspect of a definition based on a technical aspect of a definition. And that's all I could ask for as a contributor. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Straight Talk Society, shout out to Tate Fist Politics, because in the realm of having a political show, in my opinion, there's nothing better. With a wide variety of topics, not just subjected to the one trick pony. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the one trick pony. I just can't do it. There's so much, to talk about. There's so much to break down in regards to politics. I can't be that person as an individual to subject myself to a federal theater. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just can't do it. And that leads me on to what the video is truly about. It's about my stance with the arena and where I go from here. When I initially joined on with the arena, it was for the main purpose of being an opposing talking head, right? I took the arena to mean that intellectual discourse was the flavor, and it was going to stay that way despite who's on, what's going on. The intellectual sparring was what it was about on a wide variety of topics, right? Not just political. I never, even though that's my forte, I can expound on other things, but the main reason was the arena, meaning that it was a structure for intellectual battle. And I use that platform to sharpen my weapons to then go on to SVDL, which in my opinion I think I did pretty good. Like even within the realm of SVDL, you know, people was able to say that they got political insight through the shit that I was saying, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? I thank Solar Mind and Angel for giving me the opportunity to be on SVDL and let me shine. You know what I'm saying? I think I did a pretty great job at being the antagonist as well as presenting information. You know, I think I thrived in being the antagonist. You know, I think I played that role pretty well. But that didn't take away from or shy away from the information that I presented. And again, people within SVDL also gave me those remarks saying that my insight gave them another perspective on whatever the topic may have been. And I appreciate that. So if I can make another person think I did my job, you know what I'm saying? If I can make another person get basically look at a different angle on whichever the topic may have been, I did my job. And I feel appreciative by doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, never did I think in a million years that I would actually hold a position where I felt like that my contribution in this sector of YouTube would be of any benefit to anybody. But here we are. You know what I'm saying? My position as an individualist, my position as an independent voter that can look at policy and not look at the person. You know, I think I did a pretty good job at articulating that. So last but not least, I'll say I thank Black Sun for giving me the opportunity to be on the arena. You know what I'm saying? Black Sun gave me a voice to be that political bulldog that I am. But because I'm that political bulldog, you know, I started to mark territory, if that makes sense. And by me marking territory based on my intellectual or wherewithal, you know what I'm saying, my political astuteness, I think you know, male tendencies took over at that point. Male tendencies took over, and Black Sun saw that, so he went into an instinctive mode of trying to push boundaries, and that's fine. I ain't got no issue with that. But when you try to challenge my political integrity, that's where I got the issue. I'm not going to be held down to one political position. It's not going to happen. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I've never been that person. Ever. I'm a person that always, damn, he getting over when I'm trying to get over. I've always been a person that upholds the Constitution above anything else, and then take my own personal political ideology forward from there. And my political ideology is strongly libertarian. I had to come to that realization. At the end of the day, I'm pro freedom, and I understand, and I can articulate what that means policy wise, whether it be left or right. And that's a hard bargain to sell to some people. I get it. Because they become bound within their ideology. I understand that. That's the whole purpose of political jargon and sparring and whatnot. I got to a point where I could use certain keywords and and shit like that to basically identify your ideology. That ain't something that I came up with overnight. That shit come from research. So again, once I start flexing my authority, I think I believe that became an issue with Black Sun, and he had to push back. Now again, let me say, in terms of any political realm or intellectual realm, hell, that's what I was there for. And I think for the most part, Black Sun understood that. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't leave him off limits. You know what I'm saying? I challenge anybody, because that creates, at the end of the day, because this is YouTube entertainment. Now, when you start to become frustrated, and every time I get on the panel, shit go over your head, that's when we just got to slow it down and create or basically pinpoint a certain topic and go from there. I can't do the nigga babble. Like that ain't just some shit that I say. Like, I don't like nigga babble. And it started to become nigga babble to me. You know what I'm saying? Like no particular concept was being laid out in order to facilitate a structured show. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I tried my damnedest. I tried my hardest. After Trevor and Van Cat left the show, I tried my damnedest to try to pick up some of that slack, to bring some structure, and for the most part, I think I did. You know what I'm saying? I think I did. But in regards to streamlining a position, streamlining a certain topic, it's hard for me to do that in the position that I'm in, being a truck driver, being stuck in the box all goddamn day, not having the amenities to actually work on shit like how I want to work on it, right? That ain't to no fault. That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? That's my fault. I ain't blaming that on nobody. But when the same effort is not shown on the other hand, that's why I'm like, like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? What type of message is being conveyed? And I don't want to be a person that is perceived to be conveying a message of one-trick ponyism of Trump and Ukraine and shit like that, when there's a myriad of situations going on politically, not only in the country but the world. So I'm like, you know what? Let me step back. Let me take a chill pill and reevaluate like what I'm doing. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. Again, I take no offense to how I'm portrayed now. I take no offense to it, because I know the impact that I've had on particular people, and they understand the direction that I come in when it comes to political ideology. They know it for a fact. There's nothing for when it comes to shit going over your head. Shit goes over your head when you don't understand it. And I think the basics of politics, Black Sun don't understand, because it's a populist type mentality that he has dealing with politics. I don't deal with politics that way. There's no situation where you can be comfortable in your political astuteness when it's built on a populist attitude. You can't understand it. That's why every time I would bring up some shit, some fire shit politically, the reaction would be, expound on that, explain that. I don't get that. I know you don't, because you're viewing it from a populist aspect. That's why I can't put myself in a box dealing with Trump and Ukraine all day, because that's not affecting the individuality of the average American. It's a campaign talking point from a party aspect, and I don't do politics that way. So to try to pigeonhole me from not understanding the dichotomy of Republican, Democrat, MAGA, uniform, however you want to look at it, the policy in which how it affects you is the ultimate standard. That's why I never bring up shit like that, because it's nonsensical. It's also nonsensical to realize the situation of Trump's legal woes, despite whether you agree with it or not. That's not the point. It's not the point at all. Merely me talking about it don't make me a co-signer of it. I'm telling you, as a constitutionalist, these are the charges laid out. This is how it affects you from a constitutional aspect. Innocent until proven guilty, of course. But outright denial of it based on some type of political theater is dumbassery at the end of the day. This is dumbassery. Especially when you see the aspects of how the campaign is telling you that it's basically a campaign of retribution based on the policies that he's willing to implement to expel the people that is charging and prosecuting him. It's tit for tat. It's tit for tat. Same goes with Hunter Biden. How in the hell do you say I'm not saying shit? I say shit about everybody. But again, the whole Hunter Joe Biden thing is one of corruption. It don't affect you policy wise. That don't take away from the corruption. I agree. So we got to start being practical in the shit that we talking about. Got to start being practical. When I brought out the shit about the people in Chicago, and I basically threw them under the bus. I say fuck them. Why do I say fuck them? Because their reactionary position that they hold now is in stark contradiction to how they've been voting the last 40 years, knowing the aspect of sanctuary city status in their city. But because, like a typical Negro, it ain't no sweat off your brow until it is, now they're asking Trump to do something when in actuality there's nothing that he can do. Trump can't do shit about migrants in Chicago. How I know that, MD? I know that because of their status. There we go again. See, this is the shit that I bring to the table. These are not the conversations that you ain't gonna get these elsewhere. And this was my contribution to the arena. And again, I appreciate the people that identified that and gave me my flowers for it. I appreciate it, because it gives me a sense of self-worth in the realm of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that when you're talking about what's going on in Chicago, and you know, this comes from me doing more research. When we initially started talking about Chicago and the lady held up the build a wall shit, I was with it. Yeah, you see what's going on, but then I had to take welcoming city ordinance in Chicago was really about. Then I said, hold on, wait a minute. Why am I equating build a wall to the migrant situation in Chicago? Once I did more research, I started to understand that it's two different things. The migrant situation in Chicago has nothing to do with if the wall get built or not. Because their status is not illegal immigrants, their status is asylum seekers. See, the average Negro that's grifting off what's going on right now is not going to tell you that. The Welcome City Ordinance was there, put in place in 1985 by the first black Chicago mayor, by the way, in order for law enforcement and ICE not to petition the immigration status of anybody in the city of Chicago. It was there basically to protect the rights of illegal immigrants, which is wrong. I totally agree with that. But these people are not illegal immigrants. These people are in the status of the United States government, refugees. Title 42 was put into place to block refugee status for people based on national security, i.e. COVID. You see, you got to start breaking shit down when you talk about certain aspects of policy. Because if you don't, it becomes nigger babble and it starts being coke jargon that to people to follow. Based on an emotional reaction. And I just don't facilitate my standpoints that way. I don't do it. So at the very least, my goal, my end game was to create an environment where we could be as critical as we could for all aspects of government in this country. That was my main objective when I joined the arena. So again, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate everything Black Sun did for me in terms of giving me a voice on the arena. But at the end of the day, it's just time for me to move on. Because my political outlook is way over your head at this point. And I mean, let's be honest, it's been like that for months now. Been like that for months. It's hard to conceptualize a political reality when you're dealing with populist attitude from a political aspect. And that Trump shit is populist. You know what I'm saying? Populist in the sense that it's very nationalistic from the federal level. And the things that you are trying to spew in regards to what needs to change can be done from local municipalities and the states individually. That's just what it is. I can't sit here and have one position and then turn around and try to convey another federally. I can't, that's me contradicting myself. I'll never contradict myself. Never. Will never do it. When I came up with Arena This Week, Arena Abroad, my goal was to present articles despite where they come from, and give two opposing views through cross-referencing. You didn't. The goal wasn't to agree with the article or not. That wasn't the goal. That's why I would bring articles talking about Roe v. Wade. That's why I would bring articles talking about redlining, opportunity zones. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It didn't matter the source. The source is not the issue. The topic is the issue. And then you would clarify based on your own sources, whether it be opposing or it's disputing. That was my intent when I created them shows.
Take exit on the right to I-75 north.
We decided to split it up. I would do arena this week. He would do arena abroad. Cool. Here come Thursday. Here go a hit piece. Whether it was Ukraine or it was damn Zelensky or some shit. I'm like, yo, like, and he would try to link the articles together. Like, I get it. But I mean, you know, you kind of get full on that shit from week to week. But I tried my best to be a point man and you know, ride with it because I wanted the shows to succeed. And again, I already said, you know, I was seeing work merging in with what I was doing and the things that I was trying to set up. So I had to back away, not necessarily from the shows and from the arena, but how I was going to participate. And in my opinion, that's when all hell broke loose. The cultism started to emerge. And I'm like, yo, like, I don't understand how the same things can be talked about week upon week. So I know research wasn't being done. I know they were just, you know, shit in the wind. Let me come up with some things, you know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, you're going to do it based on the shit that you own. And so, okay. So my whole thing was, okay, how can I spice it up? I started to attack every fucking thing Black Sun was saying. And rightfully so. And I could do it kind of trolling at the same time, but being real at the same time. Let me tell you something. That show that I did, that Black nationalism show was one of the funnest shows, not Black nationalism, Christian nationalism shows I did was one of the funnest shows that we ever did on the arena. That shit was funny as hell. But it was also me linking his ideology to one of another extreme ideology based on the cultism of Matthew. So yeah, I was doing the shit in jest, yeah, you know, but at the same time, I was being serious. So I never thought that because I was attacking ideology that it was going to initially become a problem. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that. So when I start seeing like the attitude and shit and all of that, man, I was like, you know what? Let me chill. Let me chill out. You know what I'm saying? Cause like that's some non-linear shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Keep left toward Cumberland Parkway North.
And I have no problem with my position being attacked. Here, that's what I'm here for. I want to be challenged. But when you start saying shit like, you know, There is no debate. All the quasi quad blah blah this and that. All because I'm attacking your position and doing it adequately and within reason and within intellectual standards. And because you can't do it, you get mad. That's when I say, all right, I gotta chill. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap.
Turn left at the traffic light, then take the first left.
God damn it. Let me get in this lane right here. Yeah, that's when I gotta say, yeah, it's a wrap. So again, I appreciate everything that was given to me on this platform. Everything. You know what I'm saying? But we just got to keep it real at the end of the day. My research was too tough for this platform. Too tough. Too fucking tough. That's just what it is. My hardline positions within reasonable standards was just too much to bear. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's hard to be outshined when you're alpha male, I guess, quote unquote. Even though I don't even believe in that ideology, but you know, I'm using it for the sake of the argument. But I thought the understanding was that I was to be the book to recite out of when it comes to legality. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't want to step on nobody's toes at the end of the day. That, you know, that's not my position. Not my position at all. So you know, and I say all of that to say, hey, they're still. Come on, man, go. God damn. And I say all that to say, hey, look, I'm, because of my love for the platform, I'm still hanging around. You know what I'm saying? But in a capacity where it's beholden to
In 1.5 miles,
any
on the right to I-75,
any superficial
then keep left.
contention when it comes to policy, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all rock out with that. The whole Ron situation was a prime example of that. And that's what I mean by batshit crazy. Like, bro, like you allowing like shit like that to go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? So yeah, I'd rather just, hold back. You know? So, shit is happening a mile a minute in my life right now. Like the first of the year, my position gonna be changing. You know what I'm saying? As far as my career, man. I got an opportunity that was laid in my lap, man. And it's gonna allow me to go beyond the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? Within the company, of course. You know what I'm saying? But as well, it's gonna probably take away more of my free time in regards to shifts. You know what I'm saying? I still got a headset. Shit, I can rock out whenever I want to rock out. But this opportunity that has been placed upon me, man, that's some shit you can't say no to. Know what I'm saying? Being home every day, being in charge of like 4-5 trucks. Like, the aspect of my reality is gonna go from, we'll just say good to great. So that's shit I've been focused on, man. I haven't really been focused on shit on YouTube, except for my obligations when it comes to TFP and Wrestling with Reality. And even then, you know, I still take care of work first. You know what I'm saying? But you know, being part of those shows showed me what I can really do in terms of
Take
being
exit
a
right.
contributor on the show.
I-75 north, then keep left.
Something bound in structure. So I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know, it's no hard feelings toward anybody. Again, I'm still even to the point where I'm saying like, yeah, like if it's something that
Be in either of the two left lanes.
somebody feels like that I'm needed in, if Black Sun feel like I'm needed in a particular discussion on a panel, I'm there 100%. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the side-handed shit and the batting the eyes fast and all that type of shit, I can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with it at all. Let's rock out with these politics and keep it at that. If that's what we're talking about. Other than that, you're nigga battling.
Left lanes.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at me because I provide more insight on what the fuck we're talking about than you do. Like what is that? I'm never the nigga to parrot information. I don't do no parroting. I dig deep in the crate for everything that I talk about. And I Black Sun know that shit. He knows it. I just ultimately think he thinks it's something that's undermining him. That's what I think. And you can't tell me otherwise. Because I'm cold with the information. It is what it is. I'm cold with the shit.
Clear the four left lanes.
You know, I would think that you would cover that as an addition than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a shooter on your team. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, I'd be like, man, hey, I got a nigga, man. Oh, what you talking about? Let me hit this nigga up, man. This nigga cold, like he finna, he gonna put you in the dust, dog. That's just what it is. That's what I would feel, and that's who I aspired to be. I aspired to be the shooter. I told y'all a long time ago, I'm the administrator. That's the position that I played. I wasn't bullshitting when I said that.
Continue on I-75.
You know what I'm saying? I made the political calls go around in terms of the outlay of certain shit, the direction of a conversation. That was me. To keep the nigga babble away. I was there to be a deterrent to the nigga babble. How many times have we been on panels and we would be talking about some shit and I just come out the blue, hip fire, coming with some information that's to the point in which we discuss it and shit just gets silent. Because everybody knew. That was like, damn. Like, let me look that up. That's what I do. That was my value to the channel. Like anybody at Yang gonna tell you that. He'll tell you that shit.
Construction was reported on I-75.
I'm talking about off the hip. So yeah, like I said, I As far as my contribution to the arena, I'll always value it. It'll always be something that I look back on and say, this is what I did. And you know, without Black Sun giving me that opportunity, it wouldn't have happened. But at the end of the day, with it being called the arena, despite whether you agree with it or not, have the integrity enough to allow people to convey their position and then get to shoot after that. The ad hominem attacks, the placing your material position ahead of anybody else when you really don't even know what the fuck nobody else got. These are all cult-like positions to show your masculinity in the form of a nationalistic Christian aspect. That's why I called you a Christian national. Because, I mean, real niggas don't do that shit. They just don't. So even though I, you know, like again, I was speaking in jest when we was talking about it, but in reality, I can dig deep inside you and pull the shit out of you and show it to you. And that's what got you mad. You can't do that to an individualist. Can't do it. Because everything that's inside me, I know is there. So, with that being said, again, I just want to thank everybody for listening to whatever information that I could convey throughout this course of time on YouTube. I thank everybody that's said kind words to me in regards to the information that I provided and saying that they learned something from me. That make me feel good. It just do. You know what I'm saying? The research that I do, I don't do it to forward to anybody else. I do it because it's important to me and my political reality. It took me a long time to understand that. So when I'm able to second it to somebody else and they're able to extract whatever they need out of the information, it made me feel warm inside. You know what I'm saying? So just know that nobody's going to make me switch my position on who I am as a person. Nobody's going to make me switch the position of who I affiliate with. I mean, deep down, I will always consider myself part of the arena because that's who gave me my launching pad. But 2024, things are looking up. Like I said, again, MD's political expose will be starting in 2024. And I'm on everybody's neck. Everybody. I don't give a shit who you are or what your ideology is. Everybody can get it. Liberal, conservative, MAGA, progressive. I don't give a shit. I'm going to pluck shit inside of you and show it to you. And show you who you truly are. MD's political expose. Again, you want to catch me? Every Tuesday, Tate Fist Politics. Every Wednesday, Wrestling with Reality. Straight Talk Society. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? As well as on the arena where it fits. If it don't fit, you must acquit. I don't fit with the Coke conversation of Trump. I don't fit with the nonsensical arguments in which you don't understand when it comes to the breakdown and the infrastructural position of the United States in Ukraine. I don't fit with telling people that tax dollars are being used in Ukraine and Israel when I know that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I don't fit with having nonsensical arguments that have nothing to do with policy. I just don't. I don't fit with saying that an election was stolen based on conspiracy theorists leading a position. I don't fit with that. But I understand it because I'm pro-freedom. And you should be free to do all these things. So again, what's up, Jay? With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that'll listen later on. And again, a sincere thank you to everybody that has allowed me to have a voice on YouTube, regardless if we done fell out or not, or whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, one of my dear friends, shout out to Apex, because of me being on YouTube, you know, I reinstituted a friendship that spans well over 10 years. A person that I looked up to, a person that I looked as my mentor on a lot of different shit. So no regrets for me. You know what I'm saying? No regrets for me at all. I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just me. All I can do is spit with the facts. That's all I can do at the end of the day. Shout out to y'all, man. Check me out tonight, Wrestling with Reality. And yeah, with that I say peace, y'all.